my goal was Talk Scene. That's what I wanted.
And I could have
Dedication to
sworn, when you first came in, I could have sworn they said Talk Scene on an episode.
They did.
Yeah.
They did. Yeah. It was that for a while, and it just like, I don't know. It was the spelling. It needed an E. But that's not, I'm not, that's out of my hands, you know?
Of course.
Spelling of my name is out of my hands, sir.
And you come down the aisle to dwarf songs, correct?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And
I came out to Like You Want It.
He who should not be named, that's one of my favorites. I love the name. You wonder if it's Voldemort hiding behind there, but we know better.
No. No, they're great. I love the dwarves. Fucking awesome.
Hey, Christina, can I tell you my dwarf story?
Absolutely.
This was about 1995 in a little town called Fort Wayne, Indiana. The dwarves drove down and played at an old gym there, and they obviously were the headlining band, and there were 4 or 5 local bands opening up. During one of the opening band sets, some kids vandalized the police car that was parked outside the gym. So once the dwarves took the stage, literally their second song in, there were probably about 20 police that came in and shut down the show because the cop car got vandalized. But Black Dahlia literally would not stop playing and just kept bumping into the cops that came up on stage. And before you knew it, there were 6 or 7 cops up on stage, and they wouldn't stop playing until the cops literally turned the power off. So that's my favorite dwarf story.
Were
That's
you there,
a beautiful
Zane?
story.
Zane, were you there?
Yes, I was there. I was a
That's awesome.
17-year-old kid that had driven 2 hours to go see the dwarves, and we got to listen to them for a song and a half. But it was a good time.
Was it at Pierre's?
No, it was a little gym there. I was 17. You had to be 21 to get into Pierre. So.
Oh man,
yeah.
It sucks. Like when I lived in Sacramento, like I didn't make it to 21 out there. So like everything that I did, I had to like sneak into. Or like there was one chick that she dropped her ID at the Denny's I worked at when I was like 17, and she was like 22. I looked kind of like I was 22, so I took it. She was long gone, okay? So I took it and I used that for a while, and then I lost it. But I'm really looking forward to visiting in Christmas.
Hey, Christina, you ever sneak into Harlow's?
Harlow's? I don't think so. Where is that exactly?
I want to say J and 21st.
So it's downtown.
Yeah,
you know what? I may have been there at some point because there was a venue. I can't remember what venue it was, but the band that I was in, Puke and Spit, we played with the Luchagors, and I want to say it was like I haven't been down there in so long, and I can't remember the names of the bars because I wasn't really allowed to go into them because I was underage. So
yeah, there's Ace of Spades, Harlow's. I mean, there's quite a few out here still.
There's Old Ironsides.
Yep, they're still up.
That might have been the place, Old Ironsides. But yeah.
All right, Christina, tell us a little bit about Puke and Spit, and tell us a little bit about the Lurking Terror.
Oh, well. Puke and Spit was a band that formed like way before I even joined them. And my friend Lance Bermuda, aka Mother Truckin' Otis, aka Reverend Otis the Gimp, he was the lead singer of Puke and Spit for a while, and he was an awesome lead singer. And he wrote some great songs that like I sometimes just play on guitar. And I asked him one time if I could buy his songs, and he said yes. So I have to do that sometime. He's in Alaska,
you haven't done it yet.
I haven't done it yet, but I freaking swear to God, I loved his songs. So, but after he left the band, like you can't just give away your stuff that you've written yourself. So he took his songs to them, and they got a new lead singer. I was an added like rhythm guitarist, and there was another lead guitarist that was originally there, Johnny Dismember. That was his name. And So yeah, and that's how I got in. But I had to leave Puke and Spit, and I had to leave the Lurking Terror because I was gonna go play wrestling in Mexico. Stay there for a while.
Now, did you do any singing in the band, or did you just play guitar and bass? You did that.
I did backup
right?
vocals. Backup vocals, yeah. The guitar was for Puke and Spit, and I played bass in the Lurking Terror, and they were both really fun bands. And like Puke and Spit was more like kind of a not like super street punk, but just like you know, like Sacramento punk. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know, kind of awesome in every way. No, but the Lurking Terror was more like horror punk based. So we sang about like creepy things and threw candy in the middle of our sets and covered ourselves in blood. We chained our zombie drummers to the drum set.
If I ask you real nice, Christina, will you sing Like You Want by the Doors for us?
No.
Now we got that out of the way.
What is this fucking karaoke hour? No.
Well, we're just teasing.
If I'm going to do something like that, I want you to get paid for it.
Damn right. Zane.
So now you're currently working with CZW, is that correct?
Yes.
You mentioned earlier that you people think that your fiance beats you, but I saw a video of you beating him.
That was a joke.
Well, I saw a video of you beating him with a barbed wire bat. So
yeah, well, that was before we got together.
Oh, okay, all right. Is it just a matter of familiarity got you guys together, or had you known him for a long time before that, or how did that happen?
Well, we went through a pane of glass and doused ourselves in each other's blood. That brought us pretty close together.
That would bring two people together?
Yes, that really would. Try again, Zane.
Well,
I'm sorry?
So what's the best part about working with CZW? Is it being able to be close to Masada all the time? Is it the competitive nature, the craziness of it, or what do you love about it?
About CZW?
Yes.
Well, CZW is just an amazing company to work for. We have a huge, fan base all over the world. You can access CZW from anywhere you are. They have stores in Japan just for wrestling, and you'll find CZW DVDs there. You'll find them in Canada. You'll find them in Germany, England. And it's just awesome. So, and you're going to be who you are. You're going to be who you are there. Like, there's no one telling me, how to look or to, act or anything. Like, this is who I am. I have no direction as far as, what my attitude needs to be like. Like, no, this is my attitude, and this is how it's going to be, and I can do that there. And it's just an awesome place to work. The locker room's great.
I don't really see too many people telling you how to control your attitude anyway. It seems like you are in firm control of whatever you want to do.
Well, that's how you have to be in life. I guess I would suggest that for anyone. I guess that makes sense.
I totally meant that as a compliment. I think you're awesome.
Christine, in addition to wrestling, you've also done some managing too, and if I'm not mistaken, you've actually there's a pretty well-known WWE wrestler that you've had under your tutelage.
Okay.
Right? Or am I wrong? Or
what's a tutelage?
Did you have Dean Ambrose as your client for a while? When you were a manager?
Well, we actually only worked together once. It was at Dragon Gate USA, Arizona. Oh, cool. And that was a couple of years back, but that was cool, and he wrestled Tommy Dreamer, and I got to work with Tommy, and he gave me my first pile driver that I ever took in the ring, so that was awesome.
He was John Moxley back then, though.
Yeah, he was John Moxley back then. And now he's doing awesome. He's in WWE, and that's cool. That's like everyone's dream, right?
No, it's what everybody shoots for. Roy, what question do you have for Christina?
Well, you just wrestled Taylor Hendricks about over the past weekend, right?
Yes.
All right. Out of all the females, you've obviously wrestled hundreds of them. Is there any one or two that you would say stick out as being your favorite to work with in the ring?
I absolutely love wrestling Candice LeRae. I think she's really, really awesome. Saraya Knight.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. Saraya Knight. Lufisto. She's amazing. There's just so many. And there's, like, tons of, like, up-and-coming girls who are just growing and getting so much better. And, like, I loved wrestling Santana Garrett. And she's actually, I think she's appeared on TNA recently. And, yeah, Jenny Rose. She's from Philadelphia, and she's been in Japan for the last 2 years, and it's crazy. I mean, there's lots of girls that are really good. I don't even, like, I feel bad because I'm sure there's, like, so many that I haven't even, like, mentioned. You know what I mean?
That's right. And one more question for you. You know, you and I live up here. Did the passing of Roland Alexander a month or two ago affect you in any way? Do you have any memories of Roland? Anything you'd like to say about him?
Well, of course. I'm actually, like, really glad that you asked me that. That's crazy. Roland Alexander is a very important person in wrestling, and he's played a role in, like, so many of our lives in one way or another. You know, like, before I met Roland, like, I would always hear one of my trainers, Big Ugly, talk about APW and how he started, you know, how he worked there, and Roland, and, you know, like, you just heard about him before you even met him. And when I was first starting out, like, APW welcomed me into their company, and it was just awesome because, like, there are so many cool people there, you know, and Roland made it happen. He kept it going. He kept, you know, the boot camp going. And, like, the shows were just fun and energetic, and, like, I loved working for APW. I would go there, like, I'd be like, hey, sorry, work, I can't make it, you know? It doesn't matter, like. But, yeah, Roland, like, he was just an awesome dude. Like, he just really cared about everyone, and it's really sad, you know, what happened to him, and that he's gone. And it's, like, when I found out, you know, I definitely, like, I didn't know what to say. You know, that sucks. It just sucks. But we all appreciate him and all that he's done, and, you know, we hope that we can keep APW going. I'm sure, you know, like, I'm excited because I'm going to go down there and I'm going to get to see everyone, and, you know, it'll be nice.
Yeah.
To see everyone, especially after something like that's happened.
Yeah. 2 months ago, I ran my first show out here, and Roland helped me big time. He sent Sir Samurai and a whole crew of guys to wrestle for the show and stuff, and, you know, none of that would have happened without Roland. So, yeah, a lot of us up here have you know, thousands of memories of Roland. You know, if it wasn't for him, you know, a lot of us, I mean, he just made our lives so much better. He just loved his business like no one else I've ever known.
Well, I mean, before every APW show, there would be, like, a training session where, like, all the vets and the students would come and they would teach us stuff. And Roland would come out and talk to us and tell us something about wrestling that we needed to learn that probably wouldn't have been said if he hadn't have said it, you know. It's just, he just straight up gave a fuck, you know. That's the best way I could put it. So he did. That's what his life, you know, was dedicated to, and it was obvious, and everyone knows how much he cared about wrestling because he gave it all, you know.
Christina, do you have a preference? Do you like to wrestle as a heel or a face more?
You know what? It's so, like, weird. It's like heel and face. Like, for me, it's like you like me or you don't like me. Like, there's going to be people that are, like, rednecks and douchebags and, like, just mean people or whatever, ignorant people that just don't like me. And to them, I'm a heel, okay? You know? It's like...
I get it.
Does that make sense? Like, I'm not going to, like, walk around and be like, fuck you, guy, you know? Like, whatever. If you like me, then you'll like me. It's kind of like I have a distinct look, I guess, that some people can appreciate and some people just don't like.
So where do you go from here, Christina? I mean, are you actively wanting to get into the WWE at some time, I can so see you and Paige having a hell of a match.
Well, she's awesome. Like,
yes, she is.
Yeah, she's Saraya Knight's daughter, and
yep,
that's just like, she's just great. Like, I knew she was gonna get signed. I knew she was gonna get signed like the day I met her. But and Saraya Knight's just freaking cool as hell, straight up.
So have you had any matches or any tryouts with the WWE at all? Was that something you're pursuing?
I had like this kind of casting call thing where basically it was like an interview. But I didn't really, like, I didn't get to go and wrestle in front of them or anything. I'm not going to go and, like, try to go get signed. If it happens, it happens. But to be honest with you, like, I like being able to travel and, like, pick and choose the companies I want to work for and do the things I want to do and look the way I want to look. That's cool. And, you know, if I could get a job that would pay me a lot, then all right, I'll consider doing that. But, like, I've never been about, like, the fame or, like celebrity stuff. Like, I don't know, I like the local shit. Like, that's what I stand for to begin with, and, like, I like supporting that. I like doing independent shows and seeing, like, the real people, and it's fun. I don't know. Like, I would consider that, I guess.
You're like, to me, you're like the Andre the Giant of women's wrestling.
Oh, thank you.
Well, it is a compliment. You go in there, you're a big draw, and then you get the hell out before you get too attached to a promotion, I guess. And then you're in and out. So I think it's cool what you do. I think it's fun. If you were to go to the WWE and they tried to change your look, would you do it?
It depends. It really depends on what they're trying to change about me. It's like, you know, if someone's like, grow your hair out, okay, but I'm not going to, like, wear it all curly and, like, blonde, you know?
You change it to Christina Kelly?
Oh, geez.
Oh, yeah, that's a fantastic idea. And name. Thank you.
You're very welcome, my dear. And I'll give that one to you free. Won't cost you a dime. Zane, what you got for Christina?
Oh, well, I just want to thank her so much for coming on the show. Excellent interview, and I can't wait to see you coming up. Do you have any more dates with Shimmer coming up soon? I know that you participated in the tapings recently, and with, you mentioned Saraya Knight earlier. Do you have any more shows coming up with them soon?
Let me see. We have WrestleCon coming up, and Shimmer is going to be a part of that, along with, like, PWG and CZW and some other promotions. And I don't know the up-and-coming dates, but I'm hoping to be there at the next tapings, of course. So you'll have to check that out. You can just look up Shimmer Women's Wrestling, and you'll be able to find all the information you need there.